Hey guys, so today we will be covering one important session. So, lot of times we are scared to take the test series. We think, are we fully ready enough to take the test series? Have you covered the syllabus enough? So, lot of questions come to your mind before you take the test series, and because of which you keep postponing to the very end. So, maybe you are not postponing, but we have seen most of the students postpone to the very end, and if you take this test just after Jan 15 or something, it doesn't make sense at all because the whole point of test is to improve it. So that is what we will be trying to talk about today. If you are scared of taking test series, this may not look like an important topic for you, but most of the students face this issue and they may not be even knowing that, and you may not be even knowing that you are facing this issue. So how to overcome this, when to take the test series and how many tests to take, so that is what we will try to cover today. So let us just take a sample subject. Let's say we take transportation engineering. So in civil transportation engineering comes for like 10 marks or so. If you are from any other branch, take some other subject which comes for 10 marks or so. So maybe you have studied this like some 3 months ago, you studied it. Let's say you studied it 3 months ago. Now you feel like, okay, do I remember or not? So what you do is, so whenever you are seeing the video, so first thing before you take a test series, what you do is you revise. Don't think about, okay, I have to take the test or something. First step one. So first revise the subject. Okay. So first you revise the subject. So when you revise the subject, recall all important concepts, like go through them fully, reading about some exponential distribution, or how to solve those Poisson related questions, or how to do the floating car method, or payment related questions, or super elevation. So all these concepts you try to revise, and maybe you also write down the formula, because at the end of the day this is important and you cannot ignore it. Don't blindly mug up the formula. For that case, you recall the concept, and with that try to write down the formula alone, then cross check it. And let's say you are cross checking, and whichever you are doing wrong, whichever you are doing right, well and good, and whichever you are doing wrong, mark it and quickly do a second revision. And when you do the second revision, whichever you are not remembering, try to spend little more time on it and see if you can get whatever you have marked it as correct or not, so that you never go wrong again. This is like your mistake notebook, or like that, you just mark it. Okay, so next time you revise also, you make sure you get this right for sure. Okay, so step 2 is done. So I mean step 1 is done. Step 2, like I told, it is your second revision. Quickly, just like 30 minutes or so, whichever you went wrong, just try to do it. Step 2 is your second revision. Step 3. So if you haven't solved PYQs, for sure you have to solve it. Just take last 5 years alone. It's more than enough at this point of time. Last 5 to 10 years maths, not more than that, because questions may not be relevant. So you solve this PYQs like 10 at a time. You just randomly tick. If you have a PYQ book, well and great. Otherwise, you like just collect the PYQ papers. It's easily available in the internet. Okay, so what you do is you tick 10 different questions from this subject. Okay, don't solve one by one. That's like, that doesn't give you the satisfaction. Neither you feel like you quickly see the solution. It doesn't work out well. So you pick 5 or 10 questions at a time and put a timer. Okay, you take about 2 to 4 minutes per question maths. So if you are solving 10 questions, just give yourself a timer of 25 or 30 minutes and try to solve them. So once you solve all the 10, only then see the solution. So if you have already solved PYQs, just take like only one set or so. Just take one set. But if you have never solved PYQs, take like 3 sets at least. So now you see the solution. Now you are like well versed with it. Okay, you are revised also. You have done the PYQs also. Then what you do is then you take the test. Step 4. Now you take the subject test. And if you are solving from APACT, well and good, we have like relevant gate questions for you. But if you're solving somewhere else, make sure they are relevant question. It should not be like unnecessary hard. One or two hard questions can be there, but if the whole test is filled of hard questions, you should judge based on that. You should not be like, okay, I'm unable to solve. It was because obviously it's hard. So you try to pick a test series which is of gate level. And if you're going for APACD test series, well and good. So just take one subject test and see. And you have revised also, you have solved the PYQs also. Now you are taking the test. Now see how you are doing and what mistakes you are doing. Write it down. Okay, and which concepts you are unsure of, which you are spending too much time. So all these things note down. So now whichever you spend too time, go back to your revision. So this is how you will attempt a test. Next, after this, move on to the next subject. Okay, so don't wait for too late. Like let's say you're studying some topic like structural analysis now and you're still studying it. So some subjects like transportation or GT you would have completed. So what you do is you do these steps like every 1 week. You can take like 1 to 2 days for doing this. So like that you will keep on completing some set of subjects and you'll keep on studying some new subjects. So this is how you can plan. And so you should have completed at least like about 80% of the syllabus. Then you can take the test series. If you completed 50%, it doesn't make any sense. But you did not wait till you cover 100%. Let's say in transportation, in pavement, certain things you do not know about those viscosity, about those bitumen, you little bit do not know. It is okay since you have covered at least 80%. You write the test now itself and just mark that, okay, this bitumen concept I do not know, and you will come and study later. So just mark it somewhere. So that's what the key is. If you completed 80%, start taking the test series right away. You keep on studying a set of new subjects and you keep on revising and taking test series side by side. So these both should go hand in hand. And if you have completed like 80% of the full syllabus, then directly go and write one FLT. Don't wait for it. Don't wait till Jan. Don't wait till Jan 20th and all. If you have completed 80% syllabus, go and attempt it right away. So this is what I wanted to talk about. Just don't leave it too late, because the idea of the test series itself is to analyze your mistakes, where you are spending most time, and revise those again or try to understand those concepts. So that is the whole idea of test series. If you take it at the end, there is no point, because you can as well go and write the exam itself, because nothing you can change.